In episode 4 of LaYinka Speaks, I spoke about letting go of pain. And if you want to know exactly what I said in that episode, head on over to episode 4. Now, in this episode, I wanted to take a different angle to the topic because I've been supporting and working with ladies who are struggling to let go of pain. However, it's not so much that someone has done something and they're struggling to let go of the pain of something that someone did. It's actually letting go of guilt, shame, and hurt and resentment, and maybe even anger with regards to something that they have done. Now, this is not something we talk about often. The concept of holding on to pain due to something that you have done, something that you have said, some way that you have treated someone else. And as I'm saying this, I have a wave of emotion because it's such an incredible form of self-punishment, where you hold on to the guilt, the shame, the anger, the resentment, the whatever it might be that you're holding on to because you have done something, you have said something, you have acted in a way that you regret, in a way that was hurtful to someone else, in a way that may have cut or severed certain relationships. And so you almost hit yourself on the back and you beat yourself up with this emotion because in some way you feel that you deserve it. You don't see yourself as worthy of forgiveness. Even if someone has forgiven you, you choose to hold on to that emotion, that anger, that guilt, that shame, that whatever it is. It's painful. It's painful to do that to yourself. And I know why you do it. If you're listening to this and this resonates, I know why you do it. In some way, you will do it as a reminder of what you have done, as a reminder so that you don't go back there and you don't do that again, as a form of punishment because of how much you have hurt someone else. And so you feel like you deserve to feel that pain too. And yes, we do things that hurt other people. Yes, we say things that we can't take back. Yes, there are some things that seem and feel unforgivable. And yet I look at things through the lens of the Creator, the Lord of the worlds, who has said that He will forgive everything that we do, barring one that is associating partners with Him, but everything else is forgivable. It's just a case of seeing it, feeling that remorse, and coming back. Baby girl, if you're listening to this and you are currently in a place where you're struggling to let go of the anger, the guilt, the shame, the resentment, the whatever you are placing upon yourself for something you have done, think of the Lord of the worlds, who has given us a formula already, who has said, acknowledge. We're taught in the faith of Islam, acknowledge and seek forgiveness. You have acknowledged. You've most likely sought forgiveness from your Creator. And so the next step is to forgive yourself. Now you're listening to this thinking, oh, LaYinka, how do I forgive myself? It's not so easy. And what about if I forgive myself and I'll forget? Now this is where you want to get clear on what is the purpose of forgiveness anyway. It's a form of freedom. It's a form of freedom so that you can show up in the world as you were created to. Now imagine you're going through your days and your nights holding on to, carrying the heavy burden of this guilt, of this shame, of the emotion that you are telling yourself you don't have a right to let go of. How are you going to traverse through the world? How are you going to journey through your days and nights in the best way when you are heavy with emotion? When you are being burdened, when you are being weighed down? Sis, you and I know you can't. You and I know you can't. And so let's look at this, right? When you are holding on to this story that if I hold on to this pain, this anger, the resentment, the shame, the guilt, whatever it is, then I will XYZ. Really look at it. Are you XYZing? Are you able to really show up as your best self? Are you able to give from your best? Are you able to do your best, be your best? Really? Or is it possible that if you allowed yourself the grace of forgiveness that your Creator and your Lord has given you, has granted you, has extended to you, that you can show up with your back straighter, with your heart fuller of love, with yourself softer, with yourself as yourself? Isn't that more possible, my lovely? You and I both know the answer to that. And so you are in a position right now, for anyone who's listening to this, who's holding on to the shame, the guilt, telling yourself that you can't be forgiven, extend some grace. Extend some grace. You are so worthy of it. Extend the grace and look at how else you can be reminded of how you want to show up now. Not how else you can be reminded how nonsense you were, right? But how else can you be reminded of how else you want to how you want to show up from now? Who do you want to show up as now? You've said those hurtful things, yes. How and who do you want to show up as now? You've done those things that are regrettable, yes. How and who do you want to show up as now? Because as long as you shame yourself and guilt trip yourself and tell yourself you're trash and tell yourself you're useless and tell yourself you're unforgivable and unlovable and all of the things, you really can't give your best, you can't do your best, and you can't be your best. That's facts. So you're in the position right now to make a choice, and I believe that you can make the best choice for you. And I am going to say, I'm going to make a plug. If you want help and support to do the work, come and join us in the Homecoming Collective. This is what we do. We have masterclasses to be able to support you, and I am there to support you. So come and join us. LaYinkaSanni.com/homecoming. I look forward to seeing you there, and I look forward to hearing about how you've decided to finally let go so that you can be free.